Bismillah walhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah nabiyana Muhammad wa man wala. So, as it relates to the short series that we're doing on Imam Ibn Qayyim's Islamic Public Library in Newark, New Jersey, we want our brothers and sisters to understand a couple of things. One of the things we want them to understand that this library is not just a place where we're going to put books. This library is a message to our brothers and sisters locally and abroad. And that message is, look at what the scholars of Islam have dedicated and left behind for the Muslim Ummah. The scholars of Islam, the likes of Imam Ahmed, the likes of Imam Shafi, the likes of Imam Malik, others, Imam Sufyan al-Thawri, Abdullah ibn Mubarak, and later on Imam al-Nawawi, and then later on Shaykh al-Islam ibn Taymiyyah, ibn Qayyim, and before that Imam al-Tabari. All of these scholars of Islam, and current day scholars, the likes of Sheikh bin Baz, the likes of Sheikh Uthaymeen, the likes of Sheikh al-Albani, the likes of Sheikh Muqbil, current day scholars, the likes of Sheikh al-Haydan, rahmatullahi alayhim jami'an, Sheikh Udayan, the likes of Sheikh Salih al-Fawzan, the likes of Sheikh Rabi'a, Sheikh Ubaid, rahimahullah, may Allah Azza wa Jal, Sheikh Ahmed al-Najmi, Sheikh Sayyid al-Matsqali, may Allah Azza wa Jal have mercy upon those who have passed away and preserve those who are still present upon good. We want to display to our brothers and sisters, locally and abroad, look at all of these works. Look at all of these works that have been left, that have been authored and left by the scholars of Islam. This is the work that they've done. This is the work that they've done. So what are we doing? Where's our reverence for it? Where's our respect for it? Where is us giving a bit of our time to read and learn that which they've left? Instead of us being on TikTok and Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, this, that, wasting our times, wasting hour after hour after hour, days, months, years, doing nothing. Doing nothing. When the scholars of Islam have left all of this for nothing. In addition, the kuffar, right? The kuffar and their renowned Ivy League universities, Cambridge, Oxford, Harvard, Yale, and the likes of that, they have these books in their university libraries. Why? The Library of Congress, like we've mentioned before, why does the Library of Congress have copies of all of these books? You can go on, if you don't believe me, you can go online to the Library of Congress and just put Sheikh al-Albani's name and see all of his books come. Ibn Taymiyyah's name, all of his books. Sheikh Muqbil, all of his books. Ibn Qayyim, all of his books. Imam Ahmed, all of his books. Arabic, English. Why? Why do governments? There's a library, I forgot the name, there's a library in Ireland. Why do they have an Islamic section with all of the manuscripts? Not even just the books, the manuscripts. Sheikh Hamad al-Ansari, rahmatullahi alayhi, one of the great scholars of our time from Africa, from Mali, traveled to Ireland to obtain manuscripts of books of the Salaf. And likewise, the Library of Congress also has manuscripts. And the British Library has manuscripts of scholars of Islam. So they, disbelievers, right, have these manuscripts, have these books, right? And we, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. So the library is not just a place of books. The library is a message. The library is a message to the Muslim community. Wake up. Look at what the scholars of Islam have left behind. Look what they dedicated their time to. Imam al-Bukhari, Imam Ahmed, over 20,000 hadiths. A hadith in his Musnad. Imam al-Tabari in his Tariq and in his book of Tafsir. Voluminous books. Spending their time, days and nights, offering these books for our benefit. But instead of many of us, and may Allah Azza wa Jal rectify it, instead of many of us benefiting from their books, Facebook, TikTok, movies, wasting our time, wasting our time. So this library is a message. Inshallah ta'ala. In a couple of weeks, we'll be putting the books on the shelves. We'll keep our brothers and sisters updated. This library is a message. Wake up. Wake up. Learn this deen. Preserve this deen before it's lost. Allah knows best. Sallallahu wa sallam wa barak ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam tasliman kathira.